Testing 1 2. Hey, sorry. I thought my Discord had my mic lined up and it didn't. Yeah. And what would that be? And love is very something very common to write for, especially when it comes to music.
Yeah. It doesn't help when I'm looking for a track. Alright, well. I don't think I'm gonna get the music I want. So, welcome guys. How's it going? Ready for some D&D?
Ready as I'm going to be today.
After everything that's happened in my Nuzlocke, I'm ready.
I have never done a Nuzlocke anything, so
Like it's like hard mode for Pokemon, and don't recommend it.
well, I've barely played any Pokemon, so but
I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's very but it can be very scuffed.
let me fix your audio a little. For some reason, you're louder tonight.
Who, me?
Yep.
Oh, that might be because my mic is like right next to me, and also I'm not using I'm not using the female form.
Well,
Yeah, it gives me like it gives my mic like noise reduction, so I have to like.
well,
I
I
guess
adjusted your volume,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you're good now.
That's basically just my raw mic.
So it's been a little bit. So you guys have a pretty important choice. Where are you going?
Okay, so all right, so what are our options again?
Well, if you recall, when we left off, the mission given to you was to find the source of the problem and basically gather as much information as possible. So there's you can continue on, and so I don't get a name wrong. It's been a little bit. Need my names. You can go to Northbury, which is where you were going originally. That's where your parents lived and you grew up. So that's a choice. The other is to go up to Oakendale, which is the Halfling village. And that's the general direction the monsters came from. So, solid option. But you could go either way, and you might find out stuff either way. So,
Okay, so out of the two choices, one the choice of Northbury is more of a is it would be more of a for like a first option, like a priority option, just to see if if my family's doing all right, if anything's happened with the town, etc., etc.
Well, if
So
you
yeah, I'm
recall,
good. Mhm.
the whole reason you're coming back was because your dad passed away. So, I mean, something did happen, but
All the more reason for me to go to me. All the more reason, the more reason for me to go to Northbury.
okay. So, Red, what do you think?
Red is happy to oblige and continue in that direction as well.
All right. Well, if you're set, uh, where did I put that? Of course, I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh, here. Think. Nope. Okay, this. Is this the new one? No. Okay, give me a sec.
Take your time.
Maybe it was part of this. No. I made too many files. That's not what I want. Well, sort of. Well, maybe that was the right one. I was busy earlier, so I didn't do my prep like I normally would.
It's all good.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yes?
think.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I think this is my notes, which is helpful. All right. Yeah, we're good for the next event. How far away are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 6. All right, let's zoom in. Too far away. Too hard to see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's a lot of days. Give me one sec. So, I figure you probably want to travel fast.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's an entire week. Um, you do have horses still, so speed that up a
That
little.
we do.
Uh, let's refigure that. That's a little better. 4 days is better. Okay, and yeah, that'll do a few things, but should be okay. All right, so here's how traveling works. You don't need to roll like survival, but I need you both to roll a d6.
A D6.
Yes, for each day.
We're both rolling each day, or one person per
Yes,
day?
both of you.
Oh, I rolled a 4.
And,
Okay.
and how many? And how many are we rolling?
Just one.
Oh,
Ooh. Identical rolls. Okay, well, Um, you're right about here when you encounter your first challenge.
Oh wait, where is here
Oh.
on the map?
If you can see, well, yeah, you should be able to see the Emeralist map. It's really small, but you can see your little party icon down south here.
There's a.
It's a
What
little
is
night.
that icon supposed to be? Oh,
It's just sort of night.
Actually, I don't see anything. The only thing I see is like the map with the I see what the
Yeah, this is a big map.
where okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't even see that as a knight. I actually thought that was a bottle at first.
I really thought that was a ball.
You gotta zoom in a little. This is a large map. A really large
Oh,
map.
never mind. It's a top-down view of a knight on a horse.
Yes. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
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 Got it.
Where's my... Oh, yeah. Special encounters. Let me grab the enemy here, and then I'll, grab you guys. Alright. Where's my map? Come on, map. Oh, there it is. I need to grab you guys on the start page. Copy. Paste. And then I actually grab you guys so you can see the map. Alright. There we go. Ta-da! New map.
Ooh.
So, as you're coming around and traveling down the road, these two guys hop out of the woods at you. And for some reason, they don't have their nameplates.
I don't generally think that black bears would have nameplates.
Wait, those are black bears? I thought they were wolves.
They're brown bears. Those are brown bears.
Brown bears, sure.
Yeah. But they apparently are looking for food.
Poor simple twiddly finger person over there doesn't know the difference between a wolf and a bear.
Well, they're
Get out of
awfully
your
big
books.
for wolves. But you never
Get out
know.
of your books, Vivian.
Listen.
Come out.
Listen, I
Come out in the world every once in a while.
Listen, I learned a lot more. I learned a lot more in books than I do out in the wild.
Well, then maybe your book should have pictures because that's clearly a bear, not a wolf.
Nah, my books are fine. My books doesn't need pictures. It's a wellspring of information.
Well.
So, Red is going to immediately look in his pack for his rations.
Okay.
And he's going to try to find a large piece of ration and heave it as far as he can into the woods away after opening it up so that the smell can come out, and he's just going to toss it in the woods as far as he can.
I mean, the bears are sort of interested, but they also see you guys, or more your horses.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not taking poor Ada.
I mean, they look tasty. And these are some very hungry bears. If you didn't know better, you'd think that, they had just been hibernating. Which, I mean, they might have, but it's kind of the wrong season for that. So, who knows? Who knows? But, they seem to be getting angry. And they're
All right,
moving
I'm just
closer.
gonna make. I'm going to slowly approach and making myself as big as I can, making as much noise as I can with shield and sword drawn. And when I get to about here, if they don't seem to be backing away, I'm just going to ready myself for an onrush.
Well, they seem to be not really paying any attention to you. So, they're just gonna keep heading for the horses.
All right, hold up. We can't let that happen. All right. Let's see.
So, if you want to get in the way, that'll start combat.
Oh yeah, in order to get to the horses, they gotta kind of go through me. So
Yeah.
that's why I said I'm setting up and.
All right, then in that case, before we roll initiative, I am going to cast. Let's see. Hold on. Let me read this for a second. Cancel. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cast enhanceability Bear's Endurance on red.
Okay.
So
What's that do?
okay, so touch a creature and bestow upon it a magical enhancement. Choose one of the following effects. The target gains that effect until the spell ends. Bear's Endurance, which is one I chosen. The target has advantage on Constitution checks, and it also gains 2d6 temporary hit points, which are lost when the spell ends.
So 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6.
Oh, that was
So
a
you-
pretty crap roll, but
So
so
you
I got
have
6.
you have 6 temporary HP.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Well, if we're going into combat, I might as well I might as well get myself ready and situated.
Okay. Well, that was pretty much it. And well. Fine. They're gonna keep moving. Well.
Okay, as soon as the
well,
bear is
this-
within range, I'm swinging at it.
Okay. Well, you need to roll initiative here.
Well, if they're not trying to engage me in combat, I don't even know if I have to roll initiative. Right, they're right by me.
Well-
I'm gonna stab them.
I mean, it's about who's gonna end up going first. Does he get to try to move around you first, or do you get to move first?
All right. Well, if the bears are rolling high.
The bears have not rolled yet. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Duh.
Okay, about that.
Okay. Well, the bears are going. In particular, this guy right here. He's gonna try to, like, nose his way through red.
Yeah, no, red's not moving. If he tries to go by me, then he's gonna take an opportunity attack.
Well, he's a bear, and he wants you to move, so...
No.
Is he actually... Well, they don't actually give it to you. But how does that actually work in 5th? That's a good question.
Are you trying to do? You trying to do a shove?
Yeah.
It's his strength versus my strength or dexterity, whichever I choose.
Okay, well that's what he's doing.
Okay, so have him roll his strength check.
Down there. Oof.
And I will counter with my strength check. And that bear can go F himself.
Well, it didn't go so well for him. I think
So that was
you're
his
next.
action.
Yes,
And-
that was his action.
So now my action is to put a sword in the bear's head.
Okay, well, give that a go.
Yeah. 24?
Yeah, they're 11, so that's gonna hit.
So 6 damage.
All right. And I think you have 2 attacks, don't you?
Oh, I do. You're correct. And I will do it again. Oh, that one was bad. That's a miss.
That
was a little low. Good damage, but low.
Yeah.
If only that wasn't a 1.
Well, now it's his friend's turn. So his friend didn't really like you attacking the other one, so he's gonna claw you and bite you.
And the bite hits, although he's not close enough. He needs to move up closer.
Oh, well, I guess technically.
but the claws miss, bites hit.
Alright. There it goes. 5 piercing.
I'm down to 1 temporary hit.
Well, that's better than being injured.
That bear's endurance.
Okay, so Vivian, you're up.
All right. I'm thinking about what I should actually do. Let's see. I mean, you don't need any healing. You still have temporary hit points.
Yep.
I could either go for a guiding bolt, or I can go for a spirit guardian. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's see. What does this do? Self 15-foot radius. Let's see. All right. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move here. 5, 10, 15, and I'm gonna move there, and I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So let's see. What it does is you call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you are good or neutral, the spectral form appears angelic, fey, or fey, your choice. If you are evil, they appear fiendish. When you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it, and an affected creature's speed is halved in the area. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or there needs to make a wisdom saving throw. So I believe that are both bears.
Yes.
Okay, so both bears need to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed
On their
save,
turn.
the creature.
I'm pretty sure it's
Yes,
their
on
turn.
their. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or start the turn now.
Yeah. In this case, they'll be starting their turn there.
Okay. So yeah, on a failed save, they'll take 3d8 radiant damage if or and that and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Well, I think that puts it back at the bear. So
So the bear that crit needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
yes. And that looks like a no.
Okay. Wait, is that a 5?
Yes.
Okay. So they need. All right. So I need to roll 3d8. That's not what. That's not what I wanted to do.
Mhm. Just go up to the top left corner, click on the dice tray, and go D8
Oh wait.
number 3.
Oh wait. Hold on. You said top left corner.
Top left corner. Look at the arrow. Go down 4 of them. You'll see a little dice icon.
Hold on. Is it on? Oh, is it on my character sheet?
No, like on the main map screen.
Oh, the main map screen. The D20.
Yeah, hover over that. You'll be able to choose D8, and you can click the number 3 beside it. That should roll 3 of them.
Okay, got it.
Wow.
That's 11. That's 11 radiant damage.
Yeah, that's a good chunk. Uh, I forgot. Alright. Let's take that off. Okay. So, he gets to go, though. Here's my page.
Yeah, he still gets to go.
Well, yeah. He's gonna... Oop. Oops, if I click the right thing. He's gonna make 2 attacks. Wow, and they're good at biting. They're really good at biting.
Fail. Oh my god.
Well, he is hungry, so I'm not surprised. But I know that first one hits, so
The
the
second
first
one doesn't.
Yeah, the second one's a crit fail.
yeah. Yeah, it's just showing the damage on the bottom. Take that first one. So he did
All right, so
12.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. Then it is your turn. So.
All right. I am going to sling my sword over my back, or
Okay.
not my sword, sorry, my shield over my back for a second.
Alright.
Grasp my sword with 2 hands, and begin swinging at bear in front of me.
Okay.
Give me a second here. I just need to unequip my shield for a moment so that my AC is proper. All right. 2-handed sword swing on bear directly in front of me.
Okay.
13 slashing damage.
Alright.
How's he looking as far as health-wise goes at this point?
He's not looking so great. But he's still there.
Is he, like, bloodied and barely standing, or is he...
He's definitely dripping blood everywhere. He was already looking pretty shaggy, but now he's very bloody and shaggy.
All right. And the other bear is going to have to do that same save on his turn in a second, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take a shot at him as well.
Okay.
Swinging at the bear below me.
Oof.
For 13 slashing damage on him as well.
Okay. All right, and then it's his turn.
And then, no.
Oh.
And then I'm going to, to second here. Sorry, just give me a quick second. No, okay, actually, no, I'll end my turn there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, this one has to make a saving throw. And wow.
All right. Get those 3d8s out.
Okay, 12.
Ooh. Yep, 12 radiant.
Okay. I'm going to make sure I got the number right. Alright. He's still standing, but he's not feeling so great. And he's a bit angry. So oh wow.
Oh my god.
I should just have him bite. Every time they do.
They crit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hungry bears. Well, luckily you're not hurt too much, so.
No, I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's my go.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So Vivian, fry up some bear or something.
Let's see. Guiding bolt level 1 on this bear.
Okay. Roll it.
Let me see, where is guiding bolt level 1.
Wow.
Oof.
Well, unfortunately.
I would have been big damage if it hit.
Yeah. I don't think you really have a bonus action, but you can think of something.
I'm done.
Okay.
No, I'm done. I'm just gonna since it's gonna be the bear's turn next anyway, I'm just gonna let the Spirit Guardians do its work.
Okay, well, let's see. I mean, you did better.
You did. But so did I. 18 radiant damage.
Yeah, well. He is, quite dead.
So as that bear explodes into a burst of light, I'm going to turn again with my two-handed sword and try to finish the bear south of me off.
Okay.
With a big... Oh, that's a failed swing on that one.
Oof.
That's much better. 10 damage on the second one.
Well, how do you want to finish him?
I'm going to spin... As I swing and I miss the first one, the backhand coming back is just going to try to catch him right along the jaws that he keeps using to bite me. I'm going to try to cut his lower jaw off and hopefully catch him in the neck as it goes.
Well, suddenly blood flies everywhere as you practically cut his head off.
I will then calmly wipe whatever remains of my sword off on the bear's fur, bring my shield back out in front of me, and whistle for Pebbles to come close. And as I do, let's kind of give a little nod to Vivian and.
Also,
Okay.
question: we had a long rest, right?
Yes. We were just in town, so this was the next day.
So then I need to up my spell slots that I used from before because I didn't update them. Okay. No, we're good. What I am gonna do is I'm going to how much HP did you lose, Red?
I'm down 10.
You're down 10. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, sorry. I failed at math. I'm down 20.
Oh, down 20.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make that level 2 then.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, there's no way that's supposed to be 5 HP. But let me let me at least take a look at my feats and stuff because I'm supposed to have some feats when I heal someone.
Well, it rolled 1d8 plus 3, and it got a 2 for 5.
Oh wait! But wait, I did it at second level, so it's supposed to roll two d8s.
So just roll another d8.
Yeah.
Manually, and then you can just add it to the score.
Yeah. So let's see, 2d8 plus 3. All right. So basically, or all right. So 5. So 9. All right. Yeah, 9, and I need to figure out. I need to figure out how much more you're healing because I do get the I do get that feat that that ability that lets me like.
Yeah, I think you can automatically do that, but I think it has to be enabled.
Oh, does it?
I think so. At least the way it works on the sheet. I'm not 100%, but I think that's how it is.
Let's see. Restore hit points to a creature that regains additional hit points 2 plus the spell's level. So that's 9 plus 4. So you gain back 13.
Okay, so 4 more.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Excellent. Red is also going to pull a couple of the teeth from the bear to keep.
Okay.
While Vivian is doing her spells and what have you, and he's just going to pry out a couple of the bear's teeth, trying to find the ones that kind of match up with the holes that are now being healed away.
Well, there's not much else from these bears. There's I mean, they're pretty scrawny as far as bears go.
Awesome. All right, so I'm just going to add a couple of bear's teeth to my inventory.
Okay. And
You have been protected, my dear horse. I will not let anyone hurt you.
well, we're gonna move right on. Sort of a placeholder, but you also run into another situation on the same day. So let me grab you here and move you over, because this is on another map. So drop you in, and then we move you guys over. Yep. Here you go.
Oh my god, what is that?
Well, give me a second and I'll tell you. Alright.
It looks like a centaur.
It is a centaur.
Oh god. All right. Well, you're gonna do all the heavy, and you know if you're low enough, I'll heal you.
Well, there's a little more to this, so give me 1 second, because I forgot to pull them over. Where? Ah, here. Alright.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hang it. A little bit. There.
Hey, I think it's the time to retreat.
Well, it may not be what you think. So,
As Red's going to call out in
give me a second.
in
One
Elvish.
second.
Sorry, in
Before you do anything, what you come to is a scene. You see a bunch of loud noises, and when you get in sight, you find 6 hobgoblins attacking a centaur, who actually is, I want to say wearing chainmail? I think he is. Let me double check.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I get the situation now.
Yes, he's wearing chainmail. Which, for
Red-
centaur,
Red's-
means
Red's
it's kind of
gonna
like
yell out-
barding.
Red's gonna yell out in Sylvan because I speak it due to the Fey touch, and I'm just gonna yell out in Sylvan. Do you require help, brother?
How do I want to have?
Does the centaur reply at all?
Give me a second. I'm thinking.
Okay.
He says, I'm beset. I found these hobgoblins, and I tried to defeat them, but they seem like they might be a bit much for one person.
So with that, Red readies his lance that he has kept on the side of his warhorse.
All right?
Points it forward.
Yep.
And starts charging across the bridge at the first hobgoblin, intending to run right through him.
Okay. Let me adjust him a little here.
And yeah, well, and while he does that, I'm just gonna go over here
Okay.
to make sure that actually no, not right, like right here, just to make sure that things are okay.
Okay. Well,
And by okay, I mean make sure that nobody dies.
at this point, combat starts, and you need to roll initiative.
Okay.
Actually, where are hobgoblins? Meet you.
Yeah,
Where's
my initiative is just not what it is.
Okay, that's kind of low. Not gonna lie.
That's fine. That just means you just get to see everything that happens, and then you get to act.
I mean, I guess.
Well, so far it's not so bad. What are these guys? I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god, one's going after me.
So I think.
Well, one tied.
And we also have to have.
So yeah, one tied. I think I beat it by like 0.2.
Yes. Well, 0.02.
Yeah, 0.02. But the other one's just going right after me.
Yeah.
The Don't forget about the centaur. He has to roll his initiative.
He
too,
is. Yes. He's the 12.16. He was the first one.
Right? Oh, sorry. I didn't see his.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't label him. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but apparently it doesn't.
No worries. No worries. All right. So as I'm charging across, I'm going to use my so what I'm looking for here. It's the fighting spirit, I think is what I'm looking for. No, what is it? One that gives me advantage and everything. Is it action surge?
I wouldn't think so.
No, action surge gives me the extra. It gives me an extra attack.
Mhm.
Fighting spirit. Yes, there we go. All right, so I'm going to use my fighting spirit.
Okay.
And as a bonus action on my turn, I give myself advantage on weapon attack rolls until the end of my current turn, and I gain 5 temporary hit points. So I'm going to
Sweet.
take my 5 temporary hit points, and then on Red's going to just continue while he's riding Pebbles, just to charge right through this guy and trying to hit him with the lance.
Okay. Go for it. Ooh.
So
Wow.
critical hit because I did it with advantage.
Okay. Well, let me just
and-
What is that?
say he's a smear.
Okay.
Let's
And then
just
going to
X him.
continue trotting along right to this guy again, also with the lance.
Which one?
Sorry,
The
this
upper
guy right
one?
over here. No,
Oh. Okay.
down near the bottom. I assume a 20 hits.
I'm not even gonna look, but I'm gonna say yes.
And
Ooh, wow.
14 damage to him with the lance.
Okay, well, that's dead number 2.
And then I should actually gotta move everybody down here. And then I'm going to Action Surge,
Oh, jeez.
which then lets me basically take my take an additional action on
Yes.
top of my other actions, which will be coming to this guy and swinging with my normal sword at this point. So this will just be a
Right.
one-handed sword swing. 12 maybe not hits. I don't. Oh, sorry. No, I still have advantage in all my attack rolls.
Yeah.
21 hits.
21 does. And
And so 13 damage to him.
that's gone.
And so after clearing through those 3, I look over at the centaur. I say, "Does this make it a bit more even, my friend?"
He's going to laugh and say, I think so. And I think he's next. No, he got a 12. What do I got here?
Whoever rolled that 18 is next, unless they're dead.
They're dead.
Okay, so I think it's Centaurus next.
13. And then 11.
Yeah, so if the bottom three guys were the 10, 13, 18, they're all dead. So it would be the centaur next.
Yeah. Okay, so it is him. Let's see. What is he? Well, I mean, I just gotta. And he's got, he has multi-attack, right? Yes, he does. Okay. So, he's gonna launch an attack. Which does not hit, actually. But he rears back, and he tries to use his hooves to take one out. That doesn't succeed, so he switches to the lance he's carrying. And, oh wow, he misses again!
Wait, how much AC do they have?
Hobgoblins have 18. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, that's high.
It just didn't matter with Red. Red just cleaved through them.
It just didn't.
Yeah. But, yeah, he didn't fare so well. So, there's still 3. Let's see. And that's the bottom ones. So, the 11 is next, I think. Yes. Alright. And you beat the other 2, so it's just this guy. Well, let's try an attack. Gets a 16. And what's that against? 19, thankfully. Okay. Hobgoblin misses against the centaur. So, it is, Vivian's turn.
All right, I'm gonna use the cantrip, Sacred Flame,
Okay.
on this
Alright.
hobgoblin here.
Give it a shot.
They need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Well, I guess I'm not doing anything.
Apparently, that hobgoblin is the good one.
Apparently.
We'll get rid of him in a minute.
Well, that leaves the other two hobgoblins, and they're just gonna launch an attack. Ooh, oof, that hit. And, they use martial advantage, so... Ooh, that was nothing. And they get a 2d6, so... Wow, okay! Well. They attack your centaur friend, and they do a little bit of damage. He makes a grunt of pain. That was the first one. And the other one gets an attack. Oh! Oh, wow! They're doing good! The other ones are the crap ones. You should have taken the upper ones.
My God.
He takes another hit. So,
Not like this.
he's still there, but he's now got some bloody wounds. So.
Not like this.
And that starts the next round. So, Red, back to you.
Red steps over the body of his previous victim and marches forward.
Okay.
Covered in hobgoblin blood. Screams the only word he knows in Goblinoid, which is some sort of a curse. And swings his longsword. 15 does not hit.
Nope.
He will swing again. 17 hit.
Oof. No.
And spit in the face of the one that he swung at twice and missed.
Well,
trying to pull his attention off of the centaur to himself.
Okay.
Damn, that defiant.
And I will end my turn there.
Okay. I think Centaur goes next. Yeah, he does. I have to double check. So. We're just gonna go for the lance. So. Ooh! Oh, wow! Okay, well. Okay. One just died.
No.
The centaur just, skewers one of them on his lance and pretty much splits the guy in two.
Okay, that's the one that crit. That's the one I'm afraid of.
And he gets to go again. So he tosses the corpse off his lance, and that one causes him to miss. You know, the heavy body falling off the lance messed up the aim. So he does not hit the second one. But one down. One very much down. And I think that means the one hobgoblin goes. So... Oh no. The high one is the one that just died. So... Both of the other ones are after Vivian. So, Vivian, go.
Alright, let's try this again. Sacred Flame.
Okay.
On this guy. Dexterity saving throw.
And he loses.
Oh my God, thank you. 2D. All right, 2d8. I finally get to roll this.
Okay, 7.
Oh my! I won.
Well, he's still standing, but he doesn't look so good. He cries out in pain as he's burped by this radiant fire. And yeah, that's them. So let's try one attack. And he fails. And let's try his friend. And he fails more.
Are
Wow.
they still attacking the centaur, or are they? Did I manage to pull the attention of
The
one of
one
guys?
definitely was attacking the centaur. The second one doesn't really matter, but he flails with his weapon, and
Maybe he's still getting the spit out of his eye. I don't know.
probably. But that's back to you, Red. So
All right. Swing with the long sword again.
all right,
18 for 12 damage.
and he hits, and
So yeah, as he's blindly flailing, trying to get the spit out of his eye, I'm just going to come across and slice him. Does that? That kills him. Okay.
yeah.
Right. And then again, just not even pausing, and continuing to step up to the other guy, and we'll do another swing with the long sword. 24
wow.
for 12 damage. And
Okay,
so
well-
as he falls, so it's just going to be like a smooth move. Red comes and he swings the
Pretty
sword,
much.
slashing through the goblin, and then before the goblin hits the ground, the sword is going back into its sheath, and he kind of turns and half bows to the centaur, and says, "Glad to make your acquaintance."
The centaur.
Red knows how to make an entrance.
The centaur plants his bloody lance, into the ground and says, "Well met, friends. In common, just so you know." And he says, "I'm Corbano. I am a mercenary who is traveling through this land."
We are on a quest to my companion's hometown. Which direction are you traveling?
Corbano says that they were traveling to Northbury. They had just been in my brain. They'd just been in Druinder's forge the other day. So they were on the road when they spotted the hobgoblins. And they decided, well, they saw only 2 hobgoblins. Mouth did not work. He only saw 2 hobgoblins. So he went, "Well, I can take these." And then the other 4 jumped out. So that was a little much.
So I asked I asked the centaur if he's injured.
He says, "I am indeed injured."
Then I would like to cast cure wounds on him.
Okay.
Let's go level. Actually, hold on. I
Didn't
used
take very
level
much damage. He
level
prob-
2. So
Probably only took like 10 damage, I think, during the whole fight or something like that.
yeah, let's go.
12.
Yeah, I'm go. Actually, yeah. You know what? Let me go level. Let me go level 1. This one.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 6 plus 3. He gains back. He gains back 9 HP.
Okay. So. Yeah, that's right. Alright. He says, "My thanks."
And sorry, my brain is slow today. The name of the town that we're heading to again, Vivian, is
Northbury. We're heading in the same direction.
Yes, from the same place.
So we'll definitely invite him to join us for the remainder of the journey there. He is so inclined, or if they are so inclined to do so.
He agrees to go to Northbury with you. So, he has business there. So, he's supposed to meet up with a caravan. So, hopefully,
Well,
that'll work out.
well, before you leave the town with your caravan, do check in with us. We have business in this town as well, but we may not, depending on the state of the town, we may not stay very long. That'll be determined by how Vivian goes with her family, but it's always good to have companions. You never know when 2 hobgoblins can turn into 5 hobgoblins, or 6 hobgoblins, or a
True.
body of pile of hobgoblins.
Very true. Especially at the moment. So,
But do we still have like days worth of travel ahead of us?
yes.
I'm
It
going
is
to
still
assume
about
then
3 days.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that since we're traveling and we're sleeping at night, we get our long rests, right?
Yes. And that was the last encounter for that day. So,
Okay, so then I regain all my spell slots.
Yeah, I will have at some point cast Second Wind, which would return my health points, and I've got all my abilities back.
okay.
So I'm back to full health.
Yep.
And during our journeys, every once in a while, Vivian, do you speak Sylvian?
Hold on, let me check. Let's see, what do I speak? I speak. I indeed speak Sylvan.
Okay. I was gonna say that there would be some inside jokes between the two clear sword preferring and sword and lance characters making fun of the twiddly fingers person behind us a little bit every once in a while. But if you understand the language, maybe we won't.
I prepare to use guiding.
And we'll just try to over the course of time ask for any information that our centaur friend might know about what's caused this uprising of orcs, and we'll fill him in on what we saw at the elvish town that fell in the fire, the rumors of a dragon. We'll basically do like a massive info dump over to them of what we've seen so far,
Well,
and try to get as much information back the other way.
Unfortunately for you, he doesn't really know much. He was in Druinder's Forge for last week, and he'd come through Elfheim. So he's now heading to his final destination.
All right. Well, we'll just warn him that before he goes off on his caravan to be aware because of the dangers we've seen.
Yep. But it's time for you guys to roll again. A d6.
All right.
Let's see how your next day goes. Oh, wow.
All right. Let's see. D6.
Okay. Well. Just so you know,
that's good or not.
A 1 is good. A 6 would be really bad. So you're in the middle.
God. Okay, so the higher you go. Yes.
Yes. So if you guys got like 12 points, I would drop a really heavy encounter on you.
Holy crap.
But a 1 means you don't encounter anything. And the 5 should mean that you would, but it only totals to 6. So that's basically nothing. So you lucked out. Day 2 goes pretty well for you. But there is an encounter. While you're traveling, you see a black raven which watches you from a tree next to the track. Its head cocked to one side as it shuffles along the branch. When it is directly over the middle of the path, it stops and fixes you with a stare. You do anything?
I mean, trying to decide how superstitious Red is right now. You know, pros and stuff are more familiars. Would be more Vivian's side of things, I'm sure. If I notice that it's been kind of like following us and watching us staring, I may draw my crossbow and just kind of point it at it. I don't know if I'll fire or anything yet. I'll wait to see what Vivian's reaction is, but Red's probably feeling a little bit trigger happy over how things have gone recently, so my light crossbow will be drawn and pointed at the raven.
I'm a little less trigger happy, but can I do a a history check when it comes to ravens?
Sure.
Okay. History. Ooh, 22.
Wow. Okay, well, especially in this region, I can't talk today, I swear. In this region, ravens are known as messengers. And this one is rather large, so there's a good chance it is actually a messenger of some sort. So, you might be inclined to speak to it, since it seems interested in you two.
Red, not knowing this information, is going to kind of look over at Vivian and go, should we have some roasted fowl for supper this evening? This one looks plump.
I would highly, since this bird here is a messenger bird, and it could allow us to relay some information, or even garner information, maybe. All in all, this raven here might be important to us.
Are you gonna try to talk to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything?
No.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I see the raven. I'm going to I'm going to beckon for it to I'm going to beckon it here.
Okay.
And what I'm going to ask is what I'm going to ask is where did you come from Northbury? If so, what is the status of what is the status of the town?
Well, what it does is it's gonna cock its head to the other side. It's gonna open its beak, and it's gonna say, "Seek the hooded one in the cave of blue." It then immediately launches itself in the air, and it flies to well, pretty much to the northeast, but more north from where Northbury is.
Okay. Seek the hooded one in the cave of blue.
Yep.
I asked I asked our centaur companion. Actually, first things first. First things first. I say to the centaur companion, we've been traveling for a few days, and and
Your mic may have cut out there.
I think it did.
oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it good now?
Yep.
Okay. So I say to our centaur companion, we've been traveling, but I don't think we've ever caught your name.
He did say his name. It's Corbano.
Or Corbano. Okay. So then I asked Corbano, do you know what the do you know what the cave of blue?
Well, he's gonna reply that he's never heard of the Cave of Blue. But then again, he's a traveling mercenary, so this is not really his native area. He has traveled in this area before, but you know.
You'll hear Red grumbling as he re-slings his crossbow. Cave of Blue, that would have been a great supper. He's just kind of disgusted and continues trotting along in the direction they were traveling.
So,
More upset that he didn't get to have some nice plump raven for lunch this evening.
if you wanted, you could try to make like a history check to see if you might remember something about that.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything. I'm not from this area.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
19.
Okay. It's not really your area of study, but you do recall a really old tale of an ancient elven warrior who did a really long quest that included finding something in a cave with a hooded figure. So,
Okay.
there's probably people that know more about this, but you don't recall it. So,
Right. We might be able to find more information in Northbury. So when we get there, let's try to ask around.
all right.
Who knows? Maybe. Extra question.
Maybe one of your books will have the answer. Red says incredibly sarcastically as he continues to trot along.
You know full well that my town doesn't have a library.
Does it have a picture of a bird in it, or does your description of a bird look more like a goat? Still, Red's still not over the whole bear versus wolf thing.
Okay. That was one time. That was one time.
Well, that was the only encounter you had that day. So, do you want to move to the next day?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Well, roll your d6s.
There
Wow.
you go.
And for me,
There you go.
Okay, well, you pass. Nothing significant happens. At least for a time. But, you come across a patch in the road that bears the signs of complete devastation. It looks like this had been like a trading caravan, but not only the caravan and like all its carts and things, but literally the entire area is dotted with uprooted trees, burnt patches of ground, smoldering carcasses of woodland creatures, piles of ash are all over the place.
Red's
Yeah.
going to jump off of Pebbles, reach down and pick up some of the ash and smell it. Does it smell like does it smell fresh, or is this like ash that's been sitting for a while?
It
Like, is it
was.
still warm and does it have or anything along those lines?
It's not like hot, but it is definitely still warm. So probably only like a couple hours.
Red will look to the sky around him and mutter to himself, "Maybe we didn't kill the dragon."
Well, do you want to do you want to look closer? See if you can find any details here. Because you could
Sure, I'll take a
roll
look
like
around.
investigation or insight or survival.
All of those suck for me, but I will take. No worries. I will take a survival roll.
Okay, give it a shot. Whoa,
Oh,
wow.
actually, I guess that rolled pretty well. 22.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to make out, but this seems to have been an aerial attack because there's very few like claw marks or prints on the ground, other than what was likely the humanoids and the caravan. But there's clear signs that there were at least 4, maybe 5 flying creatures that breathe fire that were involved here.
So I'm going to go over at our centaur friend and say, as I was saying to you before, there's dragons about. Are you sure you want to go off on a caravan? This may be your fate as well.
Curbano says that he would prefer to stay away from dragons, but it's his duty, and he already signed a contract, so he doesn't have much choice.
Is there anything in the wreckage here that would identify who this caravan was? Like if there's a a banner or a piece of armor or anything that when we take it to the town that could maybe identify who this caravan was, so somebody may know.
Unfortunately, not really. Things are pretty pummeled. You might get like a little fragment, but it won't be very much. So it's kind of hard to like identify. Because most of the groups through here are like families of traders. So you have like maybe a dozen adults and maybe some guards. And maybe like 4 to 6 carts. So
is there any if they're traders and stuff? Is there any coinage or anything remaining?
It's really hard to say. If you want, you could try to like dig in the ash, but you don't see any clear signs of anything useful. But now, these could have been food traders or alcohol traders or clothing traders. And in all those cases, you probably would not find anything.
Okay. I'm going to do a perception check just to see if I'm looking around and if I find anything.
Okay.
I'm just going to look through the rubble, both looking to see if there's anything of value and also to see if there's anything that could be used to identify anything. Oh, that's a terrible roll. So no, I guess I did not find anything.
Well, there wasn't really anything here to find, so it's okay. But I think that kind of fills the day. Yeah. So, last roll. We'll go to the next day, and then you'll get to town.
Okay.
Ooh, wow. Good rolls. Well, you're now in town. So let me move you guys. Grab another copy of you. Where's the map? Northbury. Okay. Alright. Down here. Paste you in. Yeah, I'm on the right there. Okay, good. Very nice. There you are. Boop. You enter Northbury, which, as you can see, is a pretty busy place.
Okay. Before, I don't see our centaur friend here, but
Oh,
before
he's there.
before he parts ways. Oh, is he there? Okay.
Yeah.
Before he parts ways to go off to check in wherever he needs to check in, I'd like to raise my lance to him and kind of almost do like a cheers with him with the lance. I'll let him know that we'll be in town. I'm sure Vivian can say where we're going to be staying since this is her hometown. I have no clue. And say that if he has a moment before he must leave, that I would like to both buy him an ale and to challenge him to a friendly joust.
Well,
Yeah.
he says that most likely he'll be staying in the stables. They have like a side room that he can use. Because he doesn't really fit in the inn. But
That's fine. I have no problem. I have no problem bringing a glass of ale out to him when the time comes.
and he says he's gonna be here a while because he has to meet up with the caravan. But you know, whatever happens, happens. He'll be around.
All right.
And he
Okay,
returns
Vivian.
the gesture.
Where do we head to? Welcome
Okay.
home.
Okay, so where would my home be located?
Let's see. Really, it's kind of like a house. I don't have any particular requirements for it, but
Roll a d20 and pick that house. that.
You want me to
well,
roll
I
a
think
d20
there's more
for it?
houses. Let me pick one. It's gonna be in the northeast corner.
Northeast corner.
Yes.
Okay, so basically any of the houses over here, right?
Well, specifically this one right here.
Oh, that's the one?
Yep.
Okay. So then yeah, I lead the way to
Okay.
go to my my place.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to go through the stables, which is right here. You probably want to leave the horses there.
Yes. Wait.
I-
Hold on. Where are the stables at?
Right here.
Right here. Okay. So
Yeah.
I leave. I give her give her a nice pet, and then and just say be good while I'm gone.
I'm going to look at our centaur friend who said he was going to be staying at the stables as well, and ask him to keep an eye on both horses if he can while he's there, and also leave Pebbles in a stall there.
Okay. Well, he'll agree to that. He's all in for that. I mean, he's not doing anything else except making something to drink. But you can leave the horses there.
Yep, and I'm just gonna make my way over to my place.
Okay. Well, there's two ways to get there. if you go north first, I'll give you a description of the inn and the general stores. If you go east, then that's basically farms, and you'll go up through the farm area.
Okay.
So, pick your poison.
I'll go east.
Okay. Well, you travel east. These are like the general houses. Most of the town is farmers. At least outside the big inns and the general store, which is sort of the selling point of this whole town. The whole purpose is as like a trading depot, but they need a lot of food to keep up with the demand, because this is where all the caravans restock. At least the ones going towards the human kingdom. Or technically it's called the Western Kingdom, but
Right.
you know, it's the human one compared to the elf one down south. So, most of these are farms. You're going by a mill right now, so a little more built up than some of the other ones.
Okay.
As you go more north, you're still gonna see farms, but these ones are a little different. Two of the ones here are ones that raise like pigs or sheep. In fact, your parents have a house right next to where the pigs are. So it probably smells interesting. But yeah. They got this little place in the corner. It's a comfy little place, but it's not very big, and there's only one room. So, not the comfiest growing up.
Right.
But they were basically, well, I guess you could call them pig herders. It's probably as good a term as any. So, you find the little house, and of course, your father passed away. But you don't know what's going on as far as your mother. When you get to the house, no one happens to be inside.
Weird. Would I usually know if would I usually know like what time or what time of day my mom would usually go?
Well, before you left home, you would have known what their general schedule was. But your mom did some of the farm stuff, and otherwise did like the cooking, the cleaning, the mending, cleaning up. So she was pretty busy, but usually she'd be somewhere around here. But you don't know what would happen after your father died. So, in fact, it's not like they had, like, money. So, you're not really sure how she'd be making an income. Because, well, it's a single woman.
Right.
And she's not like an adventurer, so she's not like, having a lot of money on hand.
Fair. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up, see if I can find anything of note that my mom would have left, just in case I came back.
Okay. Well, there are signs that she's definitely tongue-tied again. There are signs that she's definitely living there. But you don't see any signs that she'd been there super recently. I mean, you like see stuff from like breakfast, and that's like the only thing you see.
And the breakfast. Can I tell if the breakfast was recent?
Well, you guys are getting here about probably like 4 in the afternoon.
Okay, so then it wasn't that recent.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In this case, it's
It's
kind of just like a bowl that's sitting by the fire to be cleaned.
okay.
So,
That's not. Yeah, that's not. It's not really like her to actually leave food out on the table.
well, there's no food in it. It's just,
Oh, there's no food in it.
yeah,
It's just it's just a bowl.
yes.
Hmm.
It's
Either
probably just
way.
because she hasn't been there to clean it.
Right.
In fact,
Um.
it's sort of an involved process, but at
Mhm.
this time, what she probably would do is gather some water from where the local well is and bring
Mhm.
it back, and then fill like there's like a pot by the stove that she would have like cooked porridge in probably,
Right. Mhm.
and she'd fill that with water and clean that, and then use the water in that to clean the bowl. So uh, she would have definitely have to gone out just to get water. Of course, that would have been a while ago, but I mean, if she just hasn't gone and done that trip yet, then it's not too odd.
Do I know what a local well is?
Um, you would? I don't actually think it shows on this map. Yeah, I do not see it. Oh, wait. Yes. I almost missed it. There's a little thing behind, like, where the general store is. I'll ping it here.
Okay.
That little building is actually the well.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to head there and see if she's and see if she's there. Going back the way I came.
Okay, well, you turn down, and you cross through, like, well, not quite through the field, but
Mhm.
along the edge of the field for this one house to get to the
Mhm.
well area. And down there is, well, what's probably a teenage girl, but she'd be like a young teenager, uh, who's currently at the well filling a bucket with water.
Okay. Well then, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go up to the teenager and ask her if she has seen uh what would my mom's name what would my mom's name be,
Whatever you want.
or whatever I want. Okay.
Yes.
Um. Let's go with Mercedes. So I asked the teenage girl. Do you know if anybody named Mercedes June came by to this well recently?
Your girl says, one sec, need a drink. Okay, there we go.
Mhm.
The girl says, boy, I know Mercedes. I haven't seen her today, but she's been helping out at the inn recently. You might find her there.
At the mention of the inn, you see Red's eyes kind of perk up a little bit. He's like, "Thank God. Let's get away from this pig stench. And go where they may have some ale."
Now, see here. I mean, yes, the
And as Vivian starts to sputter, he asks the younger girl, "Can you point me in the direction of said inn?"
Well, there's two in town, but she's working at the Forest Bounty Tavern, which is the northern of the two here. This one right there.
All right. So as Vivian's still trying to sputter whatever sort of a rebuttal she might have to the clearly pig stench that's permeating through this entire area, I'm just gonna kind of like slap her on the back and let's go see your mom, and start just walking directly to that inn.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not done yet.
You say to Red's back as he continues.
All right. I guess I don't have a choice but to follow Red to the end.
There's some of that, definitely. So, I don't know what layer you guys can see. I think it should be the bottom floor, but maybe it's the roof.
I see the roof.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the roof too.
Let me switch layers here. Wrong one. Map. What layer do you see now?
Same.
Same.
Okay.
Change to my screen.
Alright. So... now.
Okay, yeah. Now I see like now I see like the rooms and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually the second floor. But you'll see
second floor.
part of the tavern down below. So that's good enough. At least for now.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys can go inside. There is a woman that's working at the bar. And a waitress that's going from table to table. She's like 17-ish. So she's on the younger side. Vivian would actually know her, but she was a lot younger then. Her name is Millie. Yeah.
What's her name?
Millie.
Millie. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So then, as I just as she does she walk toward, or like what walks in our direction?
Well, she's traveling through the tavern, getting orders and dropping off like ale and food.
Okay, so then I guess when she has a moment, I'm just get Millie's attention. Just say, Millie, is that you?
Okay, now she was like 7 when you left, so she was just a cute little girl at the time. But she did live in your neighborhood, so you do kind of recognize her. But she's more likely probably to recognize you, because you were the older one.
Right. But yeah, so, I try to get her attention.
Yeah. As she gets near you, she goes, "As I live and breathe." I can't talk tonight. All right, let's try this again. "As I live and breathe." Vivian, is that you?
Well, as long as I stick as long as I'm sticking my head into. Yeah. They're
Your mic keeps cutting out there, Nashi.
oh,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Is it still?
You're fine, but every once in a while you'll be in mid sentence and you'll just go completely
Okay,
Yeah.
completely
I have.
silent.
Yeah, then I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. So, all right. So then I just say, well, well, the only one who can keep who can keep her. So, yeah, I guess it is me.
Okay, well, she says, so it brings you back to town.
Well, I heard that my father died, and I also came to. I also went looking for my mom
She goes,
and her.
ah, yeah, I almost forgot. It's been a while now. Your mom's been helping out with the mending and the cleaning around the tavern. She's probably out back.
I'm going to flash a smile at what was this? Was it Millie or
Yes,
is that her
Millie.
name? And just gonna flash a smile and say, "Can I get a friends and family discount here? I've escorted your your towns lady here, Vivian, back. I am parched and hungry. Can I have 2 mugs of your finest ale and a plate of your greatest food? I will probably also require a place to sleep tonight, as I think Vivian may want to spend some time with her mom. But um, if we can, just start with the food and beverage, and of course, friends and family discount should hopefully apply." As I roll the
She goes,
persuasion check on.
I'd love to help
I,
you, but I'm just the waitress. You're gonna have to talk to Brenda about that.
Sorry, Red, but I don't think there's gonna be any friends and family discount here. And as I say this,
Red shoots a look at Vivian, like a shut up, and then quickly reverts back to the smile as he's talking to Millie and says, "Well, bring along what you can, and if Brenda's available for a conversation, I'm always happy to speak with the ladies of this town." And Red just kind of plunks himself down in the chair,
Well,
and makes himself comfortable.
Millie's gonna say that Brenda's tending the bar, so she can't really leave. But if you want to go over to
All right,
her,
well, yeah, sure. Red will go up to the bar. Then I can eat at the bar just as well as anywhere else, assuming Vivian's going to go off and do her thing. So
okay.
so yeah, I will announce myself to the bar and
Okay, well, at the
begin.
bar is Brenda Smithson. She is probably like 40, which is kind of old as far as most of these people.
All right.
She probably once had like bright red hair, but now it's more like gray. At least in the highlights. You can still see some red, but it's more like a darker brownish red.
Okay.
With like lots of gray in it.
All right. So as I come up to the bar, I will introduce myself and say, "You must be the Brenda I've heard of. My name is Red, like your gorgeous hair, and I have just arrived in town after having escorted Vivian June back in. I'm told she's the daughter of one of your staff. It's been a long journey. I'm just looking to rest my weary bones the Junes reunite, could I bother you for some ale and some food? And if there is, of course, a family, friends and family discount for obviously for your own staff and the friends, I'd be welcome to that, as I may take you up on an offer of a room if there is one available.
Well, you can try to roll persuasion. I'm not gonna promise anything though.
Yeah. Oh my god.
In the meantime, she says, yes, I'm Brenda Smithson, and this is my bar. That Scally Rat Vivian is back. I thought she'd left for good. Gave up on the parents.
Apparently, she apparently got bored of her books, and I've had to drag her back home. And did you know she doesn't know the difference between a wolf and a bear?
God damn it.
As I'm drinking, and just and let me tell you about this time we were in this elf village.
Well,
Oh my god.
I'll leave you there,
Tender.
and we'll jump over to Vivian.
The slander.
So, what are you doing, Vivian?
Okay, so I believe I believe.
And you cut out.
Oh, am I good now?
Yes.
Okay, so I believe I'm out back, right?
Yes, you're over here.
Okay. So do I also see anyone out back?
Well, you're gonna find your mother back there.
Okay.
She's at the wash bin here, cleaning up some clothes.
Oh, where?
Right here.
Okay. So then I go like right here, and I just and I just call out, Mom?
The elderly woman looks up and she goes, "Oh my, it's my Vivian. You've returned."
For a spell, yes.
Did you get my letter? She's the one that sent you the note about your dad.
Yes, I did. That's one of the reasons why I came back.
She says, "So, what do you plan?"
Well, first things first, I wanted to see if you were doing okay since Dad passed away. Second, I wanted to know. I wanted to know what happened to him, and yeah.
Well, your dad, he'd taken to spending time at the inn, hang out with the other boys at night, and one night a brawl broke loose, and sadly, we're not sure exactly what happened, but he ended up falling badly, and he wouldn't get up again.
And this is exactly why I hate. This is exactly why I hate brawl.
Well,
stuff like this always happens.
let's be honest here. you're like probably 24ish, 26ish. So
Somewhere around there.
he'd be like 50. Being in a brawl is not a good idea, especially back in this time, where
Mhm.
like 50 to 60 is like elderly.
Mhm.
So not the right time and place. But yeah, kind of to be
Well,
expected.
I just asked, what is Dad doing, getting involved in a brawl at his age?
Oh, the guys they hang out at night. They talk about politics and uh, you know argue about stuff and play cards or dice. And then one drink too many and some guy smacks another one.
Unbelievable.
Well, uh, not as your mom, but in general, it's not really uncommon behavior. I mean, you got a lot of like farm guys who work long hours. Um, so at night they get together, they drink a lot, and they try to forget their day. So this sort of thing happens. I mean, it still happens. It's just, here these days. Not ale.
Well, I guess that makes sense. So where was my so where's Dad buried? Or where's where's his resting place?
Well, there's a cemetery that's outside town.
Hmm.
It's not on this map because of that. Uh,
Okay.
there is a north road, so you take
Hmm.
this road right up here, and way off the map, about like a mile from town, is the cemetery.
Which road?
Right up here.
Okay, got it. Okay, um, so I told my mom, I'll go, I'll go pay my, I'll go in in just a bit. But I also wanted to ask one question.
All right.
Do you know a place called the Cave of Blue?
Never done hear about no Cave of Blue.
Hmm.
Back in the inn, a similar conversation is taking place between Red and the innkeeper as he's eating his food. He's like, "Oh, this is delicious. I was supposed to have this plump raven for supper the other night. And, Vivian sat there and talked to it. Who talks to birds? And it was rambling on about some sort of cave of blue. Ever heard of this thing? Cave of blue. I could have had some good roast fowl that night.
Well, Brenda's gonna say, uh, I've heard of a few high tales of uh, messenger ravens, so I can kind of imagine one of them speaking to you, but uh, never heard no Cave of Blue. Uh, maybe the headman knows.
I'll check that out later. And Red continues to eat, and then go back to Vivian if you like.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to give my mom a hug and just say to her, I'm glad you're all right, and I'm glad nothing's happened to you.
Well, your mom has mixed feelings about this. She's gonna hug you back and say, glad to see you again. Because, I mean,
So, nothing nothing unusual has happened while I was gone. But well, besides Dad's death, has it?
You mean lately?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's always talk about people in town wanting to join the Western Kingdom. And I've heard tales like the last, maybe week now about caravans that are late. Other than that, nothing.
Sounds as peaceful as always. I see,
Well,
or as peaceful as it can be.
yeah, hasn't been no monster attacks or anything lately.
Well, that's good. That's that is a definite relief.
Now, I should point out the dead caravan is like maybe 3 miles south of town. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, they just haven't seen any of the signs. At least not yet.
Right. Well, I am most likely not going to tell Mom because I don't want her to worry.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just going to say. I'll be I'll actually be staying in, and so is it okay if I come back home for a day?
She says, I guess. It's not like I'm used to you being here.
Well, I'll try not to overstay my welcome. It definitely seems like Vivian and her mom.
And you cut out.
Oh, I said it definitely seems like Vivian and her mom doesn't have like the greatest of relationships.
Well, remember, you did sort of like just up and leave home. So, she's a bit resentful. I mean, usually you'd be taking care of them in their old days.
Mm-hmm.
So, you kind of reneged on that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, not super happy with you, but glad to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the
Back in
mixed
the bar,
feelings.
Red is going on about, and the elves sent us up to this river. We got to the river, and there was a dragon floating in the river.
No.
We destroyed that dragon, but I don't think we got them all because we were just on our way here, just a few miles outside of town. Some caravan was just destroyed by clearly flying beasts that had breath weapons. There was just nothing left. You were mentioning that you had a headman somewhere. Would that be the person that would know more about any caravans that may have left the town?
Well, just as you're saying that, you hear the doors to the inn open, and a voice calls out, Brenda, needs some ale. Thirsty work today and all. And a guy walks over to the bar. Brenda gives him a look, and she goes, sure, Aaron, I'll get you some ale. And she looks at you, and then looks at him, and then she turns her back.
The world can't help but see you. The glass noodle, one of many obsessively crafted ingredients in every plump and juicy Korean dumpling.
Oh, Red's a jolly fella.
Go ahead.
He
Go, BB, go.
he will turn to the
When the freezer arrives.
gentleman and indicate that he's welcome to sit next to Red at the bar if he'd like.
Now,
And
I should tell you, this guy, actually, I have a picture of.
all right.
So,
He is muy
Here you go.
importante.
All
should
right.
be able to see him now.
Yeah, I can see him. So yeah, so I'll invite Goatee Boy to sit next to me. and just kind of look at him. Name's Red. What's yours?
He looks at you a bit suspiciously and says, I'm Aaron, the headman. And who might you be?
So I will give him a brief rundown of who I am and companion of Vivian brought her back. She's reuniting with her mother somewhere in the back of the building, and said had it's funny that you should walk in. We were just speaking about you a moment ago. I was curious. Was there any caravans that left here in the last day or two that headed? And I'll indicate the direction that we came from.
He's gonna say that there actually haven't been any caravans lately. It's actually been sort of a worry for them. Because they had been expecting about 2 caravans this week, and neither has arrived.
Okay, so I'll let him know that there's been that. Part of the reason he may not have seen any is that there's been quite a uprising of hobgoblins and other creatures that have been ambushing people along the roads. I'll mention that that we had made friends with the centaur who's staying at the stables, who we stumbled upon him while he was being on set, and also the ruin that we saw of the caravan. That maybe the caravan didn't depart from here. Maybe it was on its way here, but regardless, it met a terrible fate. And just fill him in on that as I continue to drink and try to keep the food and booze flowing into me.
He's gonna stroke his goatee, and he's gonna say, well, those are worrying signs. You wouldn't be looking for some work now, would you?
That will depend on what Vivian ends up going here. If she's choosing to remain in the village, I may be a complete free agent, but until she releases me from my charge, I'm duty bound to continue to escort her. I've considered also joining up with our centaur friend, but I'm always open to hearing of new opportunities.
He goes, well, I'd love to find out what happened to the northern caravan. And I think Roll20 died for me. Let me log back in. But you're one of the few.
If it met a fate anything similar to the one that we passed, there was hardly anything left to even discern that it was actually a caravan. I tried to find a banner or anything to help identify it, and there was nothing left in the wreckage. Everything was just ash and melted metal for any bit of metal that was left. So it is worrying. I would strongly suggest, if you have those here who can take up arms, keep them at the ready should something befall this area. There are those on the roads who seek to harm others. I don't know if they will approach the cities.
He says, well, we here in Northbury, we got a militia, so they'd best not come here.
Keep the men ready. And I'll clink glasses with him, and I'll mention to him as well. By any chance, have you heard of a place called the Cave of Blue, or the Blue Cave, or the Brenda? What did I say that was?
Cave of Blue.
Yeah, have you heard of a Cave of Blue? Of all things, a raven told us about that we should seek somebody in a cave of blue.
Let me check something on him here. No. But, he's going to tell you a tale. He's going to
Alright.
say that it sounds a lot like a story that he heard from the dwarves up north. Well, northeast specific. That word.
Is that the direction that the raven flew off in?
No. That was
Okay.
northwest.
Okay.
But he says they have many a story about weird caves up that way.
That wouldn't by any chance be the direction that the caravan came from that you're looking to have somebody look into, is it?
Sort of. That would be basically around the route that they would have gone. So,
I see. All right. Well, for now, I can't make any promises, but I assume you're an easy man to find in this town?
oh sure. Anyone can point the way. Of course,
All right.
probably not
well,
true, but that's what he's going with.
Yeah. Good enough. So I'll give him a quick cheers, finish my beer, and probably get up. And is the bar very crowded, or is it fairly empty, or?
Actually, I should roll. How many were there again? 54. Well, not very filled. Apparently,
All right.
Corbano is the only mercenary in town.
Yeah.
At least at the
All
moment.
right, no problem.
So,
Yeah, so I'll look over at Brenda, give her a little nod, and be like, I'm gonna go see if I can find Vivian. She's around the back, correct?
she was.
Or that's where. And I'll slowly stroll out in that direction.
Well, Vivian, are you still there?
Yep, still here.
Well, I meant literally there.
Oh, yeah. Then yeah, I'm still there.
Okay. Well, then you'll find Vivian.
Yeah, I don't notice that that red has shown up. So I'm basically still talking to my to my mom.
Okay.
Vivian,
then-
you didn't tell me you had an older sister.
Red, what are you doing here?
I got bored, and there was a strange fellow that came in. Didn't look like Brenda trusted him too much, so I decided to take quick exit and see how you were doing. And did you have any luck in finding your mother?
I point. I point to her right there. Yeah, that's my mom.
The woman looks at
Oh,
you
you must.
and nods her head.
I say, oh, well, I see Vivian must definitely have taken from her father then, and give a slight nod to the head. Red is from noble birth, so he tries to come off a little bit regal here, and I'll say, I'm sorry for your loss, ma'am, and I'm glad Vivian was able to find you.
She says, "Thank ye."
I should probably introduce you two. So this is Red, my bodyguard. And Red, this is my mother.
Ah, very good. Why you would leave such a beautiful town with gorgeous farms and friendly people is beyond me, but I'm glad you were able to find your way home.
The moment I hear those words, you just see give you hypocritical look ever.
And I will look at you said her name was Mercedes, right?
Yes.
I will look at her and say, Miss June, I just had an encounter with Aaron, your headman. He seems awful eager to have somebody go off on a journey. How trustworthy is the man?
She considers for a moment. And then she
Between
says,
just you and myself.
Aaron likes to get his way.
So he's not above shall we say bending a truth.
If he thought it would get him what he wants, he would sell his mom.
Good to know. And Red, having not been party to this conversation before, will say to Vivian that I just wanted to check in and see how you are. I'm going to probably grab another ale and take it down to our friend at the stables, and then try to secure a room here. Are you going to be staying with your mom?
Yes. Just for at least for the night.
Excellent. I'm sure you guys have much to catch up on. Miss June, fantastic to meet you, and again, so sorry for your loss. Your daughter was an experience to travel with, and I hope you guys are able to catch up with everything that you need to. And with Red gives a slight bow and then heads back into the inn.
Well, the mom will nod as you leave. Do you want to at least end this scene for now and move to the next day?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually it's getting a little bit late. If we can maybe find a good breaking point, maybe.
Well, there's only one more thing that needs to happen, which is you'll overhear a conversation between two guys in the tavern, and the one will say to the other, you heard that rumor about the crazy old man, the hermit who lives up north? And the other one looks at him and goes, oh, that crazy tale. I thought that was just old rumors. And the first goes, nah. It's apparently some crazy powerful druid. He lives up there. Doesn't like folk, but he knows everything in land. Traveled all of the Amaryllis. And they changed topics after that. But you overhear that.
All right. Red will kind of file that away in the back of his head, and spend probably most of the evening outside of the pub, down in the stables, drinking with a centaur friend. Yeah, and then eventually crash off at night in whatever room Brenda assigns him.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of choice, so you'll get a room to yourself. Actually, the the other inn has like one single bedroom. So if you didn't want to stay here,
no, my loyalty is with Brenda now.
okay.
The other inn is dead to me.
Well, most of the rooms here have like dual occupancy, at least. So you'd share it with someone else who is visiting. Though there aren't that many people, so probably doesn't matter too much at the moment. But she might charge you more. After all, you do get like 2 beds for the price of 1. So
Yeah, but I can only sleep in one.
Well,
Her and I
true.
will haggle over that. I won't pay a penny more. I'm going to be trying to get that friends and family discount. Every time money gets brought up, I'm going to offer like 10% less. Be like, friends and family, remember?
Well, she's not the type for that, but yeah. I mean, you might want to stay here for a little bit, but for the most part, the question comes where you want to go next. So I'll bring you back up to the Emerlist map. Now, just so you know, this is the dwarves up here. So this road out of town is the one that would lead to the dwarves.
This one here?
Yes. Because they're up here. So
Okay.
that'd be the way you get there. Now,
Gotcha.
it also might be the way that you'd go if you want to visit Oakendale, which is over here. And conversation about the druid would be right about here for where he lives.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't think you have any other real leads at the moment, but you can go pretty much anywhere.
Gotcha.
But yeah, need to think about where you want to go next. There's a lot of ground.
Well, since wait, all right. So I don't know any of this information about the
I'm sure over the course of a day or so, however long we're staying in the town, I would have relayed that information to you.
Okay. So then I would know what has went down and what has been talked about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Then in that case, I like personally, I myself would probably go for the the dwarven village.
Okay.
Just to stay on top. And then whatever happens after that happens.
Okay. So, it would be about 3 days to get to the river crossing up here.
Okay.
More like 2.5. So,
All right.
yeah, if that's your goal, that'll be where we'll pick up.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I should note that down.
And I guess make sure character sheet wise you're all updated with long rests and full health and all that good jazz.
That'd probably help.
Okay. I can't forget that. So
A modest thing that Red would like to try to pick up while
Okay.
he's here in town. I don't know if it would be anything of great value given the amount of money that we do have, but I'd like just to pick up a hand mirror.
Okay. You can probably get that at the general store.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little pricey because they don't sell too many, but you can get it.
And I mean, we're not hurting for gold, so I'm not too worried about the.
Okay.
yeah.
Of course, I'm still going to haggle and try to do friends and family discounts, even though, you know, that's just going to be the thing in this town.
Well, you're not gonna
other-
have
the
too
other-
much luck. I mean,
The other town I was known as the bath guy, and this town I will be known as the friends and family discount guy.
okay. Well, you're not gonna get anywhere with that, but go ahead.
All right. Let's do a general persuasion roll for all friends and family requests inside this town. The rest of the time, 26 is pretty fucking good. I gotta say.
Well,
I think after a while, I might start wearing people down just to get me to shut up about friends and family discounts. Maybe I don't know.
well, let me put it this way. Vivian's parents were pig farmers, so not exactly influential. So it's gonna be a pretty high roll. Like, I don't know. That might be like a challenge level 30.
Also, yeah, there's no way. and then also, I'm just what was it that you? I don't know. I don't know. Smelling like stinky pigs.
Oh, you mean the wretched smell of your town in most of the places due to the disgusting pig smell? Yeah, it's everywhere. I mean, I'm not gonna say it to anybody else. I mean, you guys are probably so bathed in it that you don't even smell it yourselves anymore. But like,
I'm gonna try to get you to admit.
But no, I mean, Red's of noble background. He knows how to play the politics game of not letting anybody know how he really feels about. Like he's not going to openly insult a town to anybody outside of you and maybe the centaur.
You're lucky I don't have a zone of truth on me. You're so lucky I don't have zone of truth on me. Otherwise, I'd sit on you just so you can speak the truth.
Well,
so yeah, so I guess when we pick back up, we'll begin our journey. Do we know if that's the direction that our centaur friend is going as well for his caravan?
you don't know. I want to say that he's waiting for something from the Western Kingdom. So they'd probably be going somewhere in this region. But you don't know exactly where.
Got it.
But outside of that, I don't got anything else, so we can pick that up and begin our journeys again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Yep.
If anyone wants to do some shoutouts?
Go ahead, sir.
As usual, you can find me at twitch.tv/Nazi. I can't speak today either. NashiKitsune, where after this I'll be continuing on with my Pokemon Black 2 randomized Nuzlocke, and And yeah, you can also find me on Twitter at xxnarukami, and yeah, I usually post like when I'm live, or some random stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
All right.
Nakami, thank you for another session. It was a lot of fun. You can find me at TheRedCapsNet on Twitter, and there's also the RedCaps podcast that you can find in whatever you use to listen to podcasts on. And it's a podcast all about old school D&D, tips for DMs and information about the systems and stuff like that. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
Okay. Well, I'll do my end too. So, you should know where you are, but you can find me on Twitter, Nakami June, with an underscore in between, just like here. Let's see what else. Yeah. This is going into E3 week. So I'm busy Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday doing E3 coverage with a bunch of other VTubers. So, stop by, find out what's going on, what cool games are coming up. I think that's it. So, take care, have fun, and see you later. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
I'm gonna see about moving her over to it. If she can jump farther than... Oh my god! Back! 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 No! Jump back! No! No! So, how's your day? Yes, we're just gonna rewind time a little. Just a little. Those things did not happen. Yes. Yes. Exactly. No one saw that. No one saw that. Really close. Oh. No!
Guess where you're from.
I did not intentionally try to kill the dog. I did not. That was a complete accident. I tried going forward. Hey, not lies. The puppy is fine with me. It's just the keys are too close. Too close. I do it all the time. I really wish they were farther away. I really do. I did not want to waste that. So I really did not intend to do that. I do not hate dogs. I'm not as much of a fan of dogs as I am cats, but still, I do not hate dogs. Hey, I don't eat them. No one should eat them. We're not talking about eating the dogs. Come on! Kitty.
Head straight on in.
I want to pet the kitty. Kitty is adorable. Look at the kitty. I want to rub its ears. I want to rub its ears. Back to the cute kitty. Back to the cute kitty. Yay! And kitty. Hey, kitty. How are you? Yeah, you're just adorable. Just adorable. Hey, and the cat is now magic. It is not... you can't see it because of the guy, but... cat is not on the table anymore. He's floating next to the table. What has happened to this cat? What has happened? I don't know how it's doing that, but that is not on the floor, and that is not on the table.
We have a magic cat, people. Magic cat. I don't think it's on the floor. No, that is not the floor, okay? That is not the floor! It is a magic cat! Alright? Magic kitty! Super impressive, need petting. Magic kitty. Our Lord and Master? I was pretty sure it was not. It was, definitely a magic cat. And I was right. Yeah, I know my magic kitties. They are all special and wonderful creatures. Special and wonderful.
And look at- Wow! Wow! That was a kiss! 106 for a kiss!
You feel the end coming. The revolution has been stifled. Suddenly, right under your feet, a trapdoor opens. You see Kay signaling for you to come down.
Hey, pretty boy.
No time to chat. You go down the ladder. The underground tunnels lead you to a secret spatial port where the nest is awaiting you, ready to take off in case things take a